you Play.
Elina Svitolina and Iga Swiatek coming through in just fantastic matches. Both of them will be contenders for match of the tournament. Elina Svitolina and Jasmine Paolini played a really tough fight for the first two sets. Svitolina saving 3 match points and then running away with it in the third. Iga Swiatek, by contrast, beat down in the first set. Elena Rybakina was on fire, just throwing everything she possibly could at her. And this is the best version of Elena Rybakina I'd seen in ages. And then Swiatek figures it out, finds the timing, picks up the footwork, steps back behind the baseline a bit, and is able to go toe-to-toe with Elena. And when she's able to do that on clay, the advantage flips back to Iga. And that kind of played out. The third set I thought was fantastic quality in that, yes, there was a smash from Rybakina to lose the break in the second set. She was a break up in the second. That put Iga back on serve, and then I think they just kind of dictated the outcome of the match from there. Rybakina made a heck of a fight. I think it was kind of in doubt up to the end, but Swiatek gets the job done, was increasingly solid on serve as that match went on. But yeah, I'm talking a bit more about Swiatek Rybakina. I didn't see much of Svitolina Paolini, but there's also less to say other than the match point save. But yeah, right now, Iga Swiatek, this is the first time she's looked like a 4-time Roland Garros champion. Actually, looks most like herself, coming through a tough fight and figuring it out and not getting overwhelmed by the situation. yeah, she's starting to come into her own in this French Open. So I'm excited to see how this matches up. And yeah, we've got Damien back. I've been filling everyone in on what happened in the two matches that happened today: Paolini, Svitolina, Rybakina, Swiatek.
I actually saw quite a lot of Rybakina Swiatek on my phone, and Paolini as Svitolina was before I even left. So for these, I'm actually fine. But yeah, Paolini, Svitolina, what can you say? 3 match points, 6-4, 5-3. It's a big lead, but Svitolina 2.0 definitely has a hand in like making that comeback possible. I think that's a win that probably the pre-pregnancy version of her game wouldn't have gotten, especially the third match point, but just like not even focusing on the points in itself. You know, she just plays more aggressively, hits a bit flatter, and is just able to, let's say, stand up to opponents in a way that maybe she wasn't able to before. She would have made it just like a complete grind fest back in the day, and this was not the type of performance. Of course, third set, I mean, yeah, just a little too much for Jasmine, and the momentum really gets away from her there. And Swiatek Rybakina, I mean, yeah, that was kind of the story of the day for sure. 6-1 to love, was it?
Yeah.
Was looking like a Daniel Collins Rome type of effort, which at Roland Garros, yeah, it would have been that like rock bottom that we've been kind of seeking for you guys, and like where is it coming? Has it already come, or you know, when will it come? But maybe she can avoid that, because that was a really awesome fighting effort. That's for sure. Like that's the thing that was really missing from her game in recent months, weeks. I think we've said sometimes that even with her game level, I mean, sometimes it looks perfectly fine. It's more the mental side of things, how she reacts to pressure, how she responds to it, that she would not be able to win matches like against Sabalenka or Osaka last year, that like this year this would not be possible. And this is kind of, you know, that type of match. Like, sure, it didn't get to match point, but there were difficult moments in the third set, of course, being down a set in a break as well. Not breaking at 4-all, I think that had to be somewhat tough as well to overcome. So just to see the attitude out there, that's very promising for the next rounds. It's again not going to be easy from here. Basically every single round is just going to be a big challenge. Playing Svitolina potentially, then Sabalenka or Zheng, then go for Andreeva. I think all of these players are much better than they were this time last year. It's not even a conversation for most of them, really. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that she will win the title, but if she does, it's that kind of turning point. And last year we had the Osaka round too. This very well could be a similar achievement for her, just to get through this encounter, completely like loosen up a little bit, gain so much confidence out of it. It's possible. You know, the tools obviously are there, we know that, but yeah, just the opposition from here now is so difficult that I'm not taking anything for granted.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should, especially since, yeah, like one result doesn't mean that everything's changed around, but it's given me hope that it has. I think Iga looks more like the player that we've seen before in that match. And yeah, I think this match was a season to defining match for both players potentially, and maybe as a result of it actually coming out as a bit of an epic and both playing well, it's going to spur them both on to have a strong second half of the year, regardless. But it was kind of either going to, my fear was whoever won would that was going to kickstart the rest of their season, maybe get them a deep run, and then the results start coming, and the other one would kind of lose, like just be in the trenches, because neither of them have been what they were, Rybakina or Swiatek. But I was happy to see a good match from both today, and I hope they both remember that. Looking ahead to the quarterfinal, so this is Elina Svitolina's 5th Roland Garros quarterfinal. She's never won one. And this is obviously Iga Swiatek's 5th, and she's won 4 of them. So as well, so very different experiences of Roland Garros quarterfinals, even though they're fairly prolific. Iga leads head 3-1, but that one win for Svitolina coming on grass, and that was Svitolina.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
You can hear me. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Let me know at the back if you can hear me all right. We are here to watch Iga Swiatek up against Elina Svitolina. Currently, it's 40-30 on the Swiatek serve, who's serving first, as you can see. Correction, sorry, 30-40, but it is now deuce. Let me know what you thought of the first women's quarterfinal earlier. Of course, Qinwen Zheng was up a break, was close to winning that first set, ultimately losing in a tiebreak and going on to losing straight sets to Aryna Sabalenka. Swiatek is serving. Deuce, second serve for her to look at. Do let me know your thoughts and predictions in the live chat. And of course, if you're watching on X, please give us a retweet. Good backhand cross court there from Iga. Should set her up to win the point, and does. Game point, Iga Swiatek. Do hit that like button as well. Hello, Snehil. You're here for an Iga match, I guess. Welcome aboard. Let us know your predictions. Is Iga winning today? And if so, in how many sets? Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in Western Germany. Game point here, Iga Swiatek. It's going to be a second serve. 4 minutes on the clock. Backhand return into the forehand of Iga. Now onto the backhand of Iga to the backhand of Elina Svitolina. Good depth from both players there. Really good depth from Svitolina. Gives herself a chance to hit a winner, and she does on the forehand side. Svitolina 2.0. As has been mentioned so many times before. We have all 4 matches for you as watch-alongs today. I'm also going to be speaking to Amy Lundy later about the quarterfinals that have manifested themselves today. That'll be at the end of the day, and those videos will be out tonight. That's okay, Snehil, I understand. And you're in Mumbai. Nice. What time is it where you are? 7:30, maybe? 7:30, yeah. That would be my guess. Or 7:39. Okay, another game point here for Iga Swiatek. Backhand return is really good from Svitolina, but they're into the rally because the defense from Iga was pretty good too. In fact, was equal to it. Now they're on the forehands. Backhand Iga is going to go up the line. It's going to put her in a good position to win the point. It does win the point and the game. Okay, 9 minutes past 5. I was way off. Excuse me. Iga Swiatek holds serve for 1 love. Yes, I knew it was PM. Let's have a look at our subscriber count. Okay. 94 subscribers away from 16,000. There you go. Okay, looking at the strengths and weaknesses of the 2 players. Let's share that with you on the screen, how they match up. Did you see much of the match earlier between Zheng and Sabalenka? Sabalenka extending her advantage in the head-to-head. Okay, so Zverev Djokovic is the night match tomorrow. Okay, interesting. We've got the order of play out. Here it is. Backhand to backhand, but the backhand from Iga's gone long, so it's going to be 15 love. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. Jose Morgado highlighting here. In 11 of the last 14 slams, she's reached the semi-finals. Wow. Okay, 15 all here on the Svitolina serve. I said I was going to bring up the matchup for you. I'm going to do it for you now. There you go. So on the serve, they're fairly even. Return of serve, Iga wins it, as she does on the forehand and the backhand and the movement. So most departments, certainly Iga up. And I'm wondering if this is sort of clay orientated. I'm guessing it is. It's got Roland Garros written there. So yeah. 30-15 anyway.2 game points now for Elina Svitolina. Down the tee, and it's going to be a hold, comfortable hold. Svitolina has had a break point on the Iga Swiatek serve. She was unable to take it, but she holds comfortably to 15, and it's 1 game all. But I guess from Iga's perspective, at least she's not down 5-love in 15 minutes like she was in the previous round to Elena Rybakina. Backhand on the line from Svitolina, now backhand to backhand, but that backhand's gone long from Elina, so it's going to be 15-love. Sabalenka lies in wait. Who's she going to be playing, Svitolina or Swiatek? Backhand return is into the net from Svitolina, so it's going to be 30-love. Understood, Snehel. Understood. By the way, we've got 22 people watching on YouTube. Welcome. Please do hit the like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Currently 30-love here on the Iga Swiatek serve at 1-all. If you hit subscribe, you'll see that little number. Just creep over and you'll know it's you and you can do a little dance. Good serve down the tee there from Iga, 40-love. This is a much more comfortable service game than the previous one for her, thus far. Let me know in the live chat what you're consuming. I'm on the coffee. Cheers. Are you more of a tea person than a coffee person, Snehil? Into the body, that serve. It's a good one. It's put Iga in a good position, but she's gone long and very long with that forehand. 40-15. Just share with you the order of play tomorrow. Madison Keys up against Coco Gauff is first, then Miro Andreeva against Boisson, then Sinner Bublik, and then Zverev Djokovic. And she holds for 2-1. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So 2-1 Iga Swiatek. She leads as now it's over to you for Svitolina to serve at 1-2. Yeah, do let me know, Snehal. What did you make of the Sabalenka win earlier on today? Bit of a painful one, I think, for Qinwen Zheng, given the chances she had. She had big chances in that first set in particular. She goes down a break, gets that back in the second, but ultimately the second break was decisive for Aryna Sabalenka, and she is into the semi-final of a Grand Slam again. I think it's 11 out of the last 14 she's made the semis. She lies in wait, of course, for Svitolina or Swiatek. So Svitolina to serve here, 1-2. Backhand return from Iga into the backhand of Svitolina. That's a great backhand winner there from Elina Svitolina.
Yes, indeed. Obviously, it could have lasted one. Quite close. Close.
Okay, 15 love becomes 30 love on the Elina serve.
Quite close.
Yeah, well, I think it did.
We have the two men's quarterfinals as well live on the channel later on today. 30-15 here on the Svitolina serve on Philippe Chatrier, where all, of course, these quarterfinals are taking place.
That first set.
Is the player who was just a bit more clinical over the course.
This is Damien talking about Sabalenka earlier.
Quite close.
Yeah, it was quite close for most of the match.
What did you make of that one? Oh, we just gained a subscriber. Thank you very much, whoever that is who subscribed. Svitolina here at 30 all, so a little bit of intrigue regarding her serve. She comfortably held to 15 in the previous one. What about that forehand return from Iga? It's good, and it's forced the error. 30-40, break point, Iga Swiatek. Break point, ladies and gentlemen. Goes down the tee, forehand return. Forehand from Elina Svitolina's long, and it's a break of serve, 3-1. Three-one now, so that's a big moment in the match. Iga going through the gears. Here she is to serve at 3-1. Goes long on the first serve. Are we going to get Swiatek Sabalenka? Not in the final of a Grand Slam, but it'll be in a semi-final. We've had it in a semi-final before in New York in 2022. Iga winning that one in 3 sets on the hard courts of Flushing Meadows. Long way to go yet. Forehand to forehand into the backhand now of Iga. Iga goes down the middle into the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand cross court from Iga is really good. Wow, these angles that she's finding. This is Iga that we've known and loved for the 4 times she's won the tournament. A very different Iga to the one we've seen for most of the last 12 months. Okay, Swiatek to serve, goes out wide, and it is wide. You're concerned about a potential Swiatek Sabalenka semi-final. You'd rather have played Zheng. Well, I think Zheng would have been tricky too. Okay, forehand here from Svitolina into the forehand of Iga, but it's gone long. 30 love. 30 love. $30.15 now here on the Iga serve. Let me know some predictions as well regarding some of the men's matches we have later on. Musetti Tiafoe is next. And then Alcaraz Paul. I think Musetti and Alcaraz obviously the warm favourites in those 2 encounters.
Match, although it did feel like in that second set that Sabalenka leveled up, and I feel like, yeah, as the match progressed, Sabalenka did get better, and yeah, I felt like obviously with that first set, you know, Zhang probably had to tiebreak didn't go well for her, and then
yeah, that first set tiebreak is where it was won and lost in many respects, wasn't it, for Zhang?
and then yeah, I mean in the end.
Okay, 30 here, all here on the Iga serve as Svitolina tries to fight her way back into this first set. First serve is out wide and it's gone wide. We've had a break point come and go for Svitolina, so she's threatening on the Iga serve. Backhand return here for Svitolina, and it's a good return. Now she's on the forehand. Good depth from Svitolina. She's certainly taken some risks, but she's gone too big. 40-30. Game point, Iga Swiatek. So game point, Iga Swiatek. What are you going to do with this chance? About to serve first serve. Where's she going with this serve? She's going into the backhand. It's a good serve, but a decent return on the stretch there from Svitolina. She's certainly hitting that ball with as much venom as she realistically can. Has that Iga gone long? It is, yes. Deuce. So we're at deuce, just like we were in the first Iga Swiatek service game.
You know, think about winning these tournaments.
Hey. Well. Yeah, 7-1 now in the head-to-head. Yeah, sounded.
Yeah. 7-1 now. Sabalenka leads that head-to-head. Deuce here anyway on the Swiatek serve. Goes down the tee. Backhand return from Svitolina. Backhand Iga Swiatek to the forehand of Svitolina. Good depth there from Svitolina. Not good depth from Iga Swiatek. And we're going to get a break point again for Elina Svitolina.
Yeah, 7-1.
Okay. Where are you going with this serve, Iga Swiatek? Okay, second serve here for Elina Svitolina. Break point opportunity, number 2 of this match. She couldn't take the first one. Can she take the second one and get us back on serve for the change of ends? Backhand return is pretty good. She comes into the net. She's still at the net. Iga Swiatek passes her, though. Interesting tactic there from Svitolina off that pretty difficult serve. She came into the net pretty quickly. It was a good volley, or as good as volley as she could. I mean, Iga just did too much, too something, and passes her.
And if she was to win the title,
Okay, Swiatek to serve here at deuce, down the tee, backhand return. Oh, that's a loose forehand there from Swiatek into the net.
to win the title, I mean, potentially
Just talking about Sabalenka potentially winning the title. Anyway, break point here, Elina Svitolina to get it back on serve. 26 minutes on the clock. It's been a pretty slow moving match so far. First serve is long. Second serve again. Is Svitolina going to attack this and come into the net like she did on the previous serves? She's inside that baseline or on the baseline. Clearly a tactic at the moment. Unnerve the Polish opponent. Oh, that was a big chance on the forehand return. She went big, and as it turned out, too big. She's so annoyed with that one. Deuce. Okay, here we are into the rally. Forehand now. Can Svitolina put this away? No. Iga defends well. Anticipates and defends. Moving across court. That's exchanging forehands as we speak. But one of the forehands from Svitolina goes into the net. And we've got a game point now for Iga Swiatek.
From here on in.
Yeah, assuming Boison doesn't beat Andreeva.
Yeah, of course, we'll have Boison against Andreeva tomorrow. Don't know how you think that was going to go. I mean, Andreeva's a big favourite in that one. Back at deuce.
Yeah.
This game's taken a while now.
Beat Andreeva.
Which one? The Andreeva.
No.
Okay, juice here. Backhand down the line from Svitolina's loose and wide, and we're going to have another game point for Iga Swiatek.
But either way, we will have more content. So just, guys, check out the channel today. Definitely there's more watch-along stuff coming. And from us, I guess that's pretty much it. Any final thoughts on Sabalenka and Zheng?
So game point here, Iga Swiatek for 4-1. Can she take it? Backhand from Iga into the backhand of Svitolina. Forehand now to forehand. Svitolina had a chance to come into the net there, didn't take it. Maybe remembering what happened on the previous one. Really good depth from Iga. Forehand to forehand again. Iga goes up the line, changing directions, but now they're on the backhands. Svitolina, I thought she would go down the line there, but chose not to. She wants to stay in that on that Iga backhand. Now she's going to put this away, is she? Yes, she is. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely there from Svitolina. I assume, Snehil, you're referring to that return of serve. Yeah, I think he got away with that second serve there on break point. So, juice. 12 minutes this game has been taking. Forehand return into the backhand of Iga. Forehand now is going to go out from Svitolina. And we're going to have a game point again for Iga Swiatek. More than 12 minutes this game. Boy, oh boy.
I just think, yeah, I mean, it's a great match really from Sabalenka, and
forehand now to forehand here. Oh, it's a forehand into the net from Svitolina. And it's 4-1, Iga Swiatek. We'll take a quick break.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
All things tennis indeed, ladies and gentlemen. 4-1, Iga Swiatek leads, and she's already threatening the Svitolina serve here by winning the first point on the Ukrainian serve. Indeed, Snehal, that's a valid point. As I say, we've got watch-alongs for all the matches today, and I'm hopeful we'll cover all of the singles matches for the rest of the tournament. Iga goes long there with the backhand down the line. So it's 15-30. That was a chance to pretty much seal this set. Down the tee, forehand return is mishit from Iga, and it's going to go long, 30 all. First serve is into the net. So 30 all, second serve, Elina Svitolina. But Iga, little shake of the racket there. She's got a break point for 5-1. Is she going to punish Svitolina for not taking her chances? Break point for 5-1 here for Iga. Down the tee, forehand return is going to be mishit. Good serve. Maybe that caught Iga out a little bit. Didn't expect it to go into the forehand. Deuce. Down the tee, backhand return. Backhand from Svitolina. Backhand from Iga up the line is going to be good. What a great passing shot that is from Iga Swiatek. Break point number 2 in this game for a 5-1 possible lead. Remember, the order of play is out for tomorrow already. Good forehand there from Svitolina. Another good forehand from Svitolina, but Iga's fending it off. Another good forehand from Svitolina. Is she going to put this drive volley away? No, she's not, but Iga can't pass her at the net. Deuce. First serve is into the net. Oh, look at that from Iga. Another break point. Iga goes long, and another break point has come and gone. These service games are lasting forever. First serve clips the net and goes long from Svitolina. So yes, we're at juice here. As I said, the matches are already set for tomorrow. Madison Keys, Coco Gauff open things up on Philippe Chatrier. All the 4 quarterfinals tomorrow will be on Philippe Chatrier. Second up will be Mira Andreeva against Boisson, followed by Sinner Bublik, and then the night session will be Zverev Djokovic. Backhand goes long there from Swiatek. So it's going to be a game point for Svitolina. Backhand return from Iga into the forehand of Svitolina. Goes long, and it's going to be another break point for Iga Swiatek. Do I sound like a broken record? I should do. Talking of broken records, Arina Sabalenka is into a semi-final of a Grand Slam yet again. 11 from the last 14. Okay, 7 minutes on the clock. Can Swiatek get this second break of serve that she's been threatening? Hi, Nerlan. Hit that like button, please. First serve, a second serve return there from Iga's not bad. She's into the rally right now, which I think is bad news for Svitolina. Once Iga gets her teeth into a rally, look at that bend on curve on that ball. And Svitolina nets, and it's 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. Iga Swiatek leads, much to the happiness of her box, as you can see, including Wim Fissette. They're applauding. 40 minutes on the clock. It's been a lengthy 6 games.
Or, you know, maybe before the tournament, people thought she was a favourite. I don't think this match is going to change anyone's, change those people's minds. So, yeah, looking good.
That's Eddie there reflecting on Arina Sabalenka's win earlier on today against Kim Wen-Jeng.
So thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Eddie, for watching this one with me. And yeah, keep tuning in to Talking Tennis content. We'll have a lot more coming over the second week of Roland Garros, of course. Time to watch Challengers.
Mine, so yeah, looking good.
Looking good indeed. Terry's got the oven on for some reason. Love 15 here on the Iga serve. Can Svitolina keep the wolf from the door? Iga Swiatek on the forehand. That's going to force the error. And it's 15 all. Okay, Kim Wen-Jeng seems to be a bit annoyed. This is fake. I nearly... It's just a website talking about Kim Wen-Jeng complaining about the screams from Sabalenka, but it's fake news. I know that Twitter account. Okay, 30-15 here, Iga Swiatek. Blocked return from... is going to land in, wow. But that backhand isn't. We're going to have 2 set points for Iga Swiatek. Two set points here, Iga Swiatek. Where are you going with this serve? You're going to go to the forehand. And it's going to go long. 6-1. First set. Iga Swiatek. Job done. Boom, boom, boom. How about that? Iga Swiatek. Has she already got 1 foot in the semi-finals? Well, Arina Sabalenka will lie in wait. We're going to take a quick break. and it's going to remind you of how to become a member. And I'm telling you now, from as little as €2 or £2 or $2 a month, and it is worth it for all the bonus video material you get alone. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of homepage, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. What have you missed? Not much. Svitolina serving 30-15. I don't think there's much she can do. She doesn't really have the weapons, as we saw in the stats before. The matchup, particularly on clay, I think is not great for Svitolina. Look at the characteristics. Maybe Svitolina on a good day has a slightly better serve, but in the return, on the forehand, movement definitely on clay, she doesn't quite have it. Maybe the backhand is a bit harsh on Svitolina. I think she can have a good backhand day and Swiatek can have a bad one. But I think tactically, I don't think there's many. She's just got to keep going big, especially on the return. She had chances in that first set. 6-1 probably is a scoreline that doesn't really reflect how close some of those games were. She had breakpoint chances. She had a breakpoint chance in the first game. She takes that, and who knows? Maybe we've got an entirely different match. So I think tactically, there's no adjustments necessarily needed or possible. Hopefully that answers your question, Jay. By the way, Jay, if you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe. Hi, Ghosty. No, Iga's return position is not that deep, but don't forget she's not facing Rebecca in the serve today. Lovely backhand winner there on the rise from Iga Swiatek, and we're at deuce. Ghosty. Svitolina's not a pusher. She used to be. Svitolina 2.0 is much more aggressive. Second serve here for Swiatek to look at deuce. Ghosty predicted straight sets for Iga. Well, that's looking pretty good at the moment. Forehand return here into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand to forehand right now. Oh, and Iga's just sprayed that wide, that forehand. So it's game point for Elina Svitolina. Do 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 do. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good has the talking tennis coverage been during the French Open, people? 11? Do 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 do. Okay, one love, Svitolina. She does hold serve. She's on the defense here, though. She's not going to get that down the line, though. 15 love, Iga Swiatek. $30 love, Iga Swiatek. Montgomery's won the first set over Gibson at the WTA 125 in Birmingham. Birmingham, UK, that is, not Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, yeah. 30-15 here on the Swiatek serve as Svitolina tries to battle back, get back into this match. 27 unforced errors from both players so far, both hitting 27, but ultimately I'm sure Iga's way up in the winners count. 52 minutes on the clock as we approach 2:30 local time in Paris. Ooh, second serve here for Svitolina at 30-15. 30 all. Svitolina looks to the heavens, not because of rain, but because she had a chance. 40-30. Okay. Svitolina. Return of serve patted back. Iga comes into the net. No, she doesn't. Look at that. She wins the point, but you can just see the aversion she has. I mean, she's basically at the net and running back. Now, that's something she's going to have to add to her game, I would suggest, if she's going to be a slam winner across all the surfaces or all the slams. 9 minutes so far for this second set. It's been a lot of lengthy games, especially in that first set, which was just 7 games, but took 46 minutes. Anyway, 1 game all. Iga there, ready to pounce on this second serve. Is she? Yes, she is. Forehand return, though, is wide. 15 love. Backhand return from Iga into the forehand. Forehand goes into the net, though. That forehand there from Iga's gone long, so it's 40 love. Three game points here for Svitolina on a 2-1 lead. And it is 2-1. Svitolina holds comfortably to love. Do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, by the way, you will see that little figure just below me creep over. How about that? It's exciting, isn't it? We should be bringing you plenty of watch-alongs. I'm going to try and cover all of these singles matches that are remaining in the tournament for the rest of the tournament. What do we make of the Qin Zheng loss earlier on, or I should say Aryna Sabalenka win against Qin Zheng? She's so consistent, is Sabalenka. Svitolina here anyway, is up love 15 on the Iga Swiatek serve. Backhand return here from Svitolina is pretty good. Pretty good. Love 30 on the Swiatek serve. Svitolina trying to fight back into this match. $15.30 now. Oakley Dokley, 15.30 here on the Iga Swiatek serve. Do we like that screen a bit better? I think so, don't you? 15.30 becomes 30 all. 2 points in a row for Iga Swiatek, getting herself, at least for now, out of a bit of a hole as we see the Parisian skyline. Backhand cross court there from Iga. Iga now coming into the net. Going to hit that forehand drive volley into the net. That's a pretty poor error from her. She hurried that a little bit. 30-40. Break point again for Svitolina. She's yet to break the Iga Swiatek serve, despite so many chances to do just that. 30-40. Backhand from Iga into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand now into the backhand slice of Elina Svitolina. Remember, we've got a break point. She's broken because Iga Swiatek has netted 3-1. She's got the break of serve. Love 15 though here on the Svitolina serve. Now, if she could get to 4-1, that's close to forcing the third set. But I did say tactically she doesn't need to adjust anything. That first set was much closer than a 6-1 suggested. She had her chances. She got a chance again in this second set and she broke, which she wasn't able to do in the first. However, it's not a break until you consolidate. And she's lost her first 2 points, including just then with a double fault. So it's love 30. So some peril here on the Svitolina serve. Forehand return from Iga. Forehand from Svitolina. Forehand Iga. Good forehand winner there from Svitolina on the rise. Told you she's not a pusher, ladies and gentlemen. Not anymore. Backhand return from Iga. Backhand cross court. Backhand Iga Swiatek into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Iga Swiatek is really good. Good depth on that. Can Iga attack here? She's gone long on the backhand. 30 all. 30 all, ladies and gentlemen. But we have got a break point now for Iga Swiatek at 30-40. Goes down the tee, forehand to forehand. Iga now really could be attacking here. She is attacking. Good depth there. Not good depth, though, from Svitolina. Oh, wow, that must have been close to the line. Is he going to put that one away? No, she's not. We're into the rally here. Remember, this is a break point here that Svitolina's trying to fend off. She's having to work with all her energy. This is a really sapping rally, and Svitolina goes wide, and Iga Swiatek gets the break back. 3-2. She still has that one game slither of advantage, but that felt big. 20 minutes on the clock for this second set, an hour and 6 altogether, and we are back on serve, ladies and gentlemen. Three, 2. Let's share this with you. 3-2. There we go. But that's that advantage she had. She needs to consolidate. She gets to 4-1, and we're probably looking at a third set. Now, are we favoring Iga in straights? I think we probably are, with the momentum anyway, even if the scoreboard has a 3-2 lead for Elina Svitolina. Indeed, Jay. Indeed. If you're a fan of Svitolina's, that is. 89 more subscribers for 16,000. I said to Damien we're going to hit 16,000 during the French Open. He said, nah. Well, we're creeping up. I don't think we're going to do it today, but I think by tomorrow we'll have hit 16,000. Also, give us a follow on X and or Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Oh, Nick Kyrgios has basically said no to the grass court season. He's not healthy enough yet. Okay, love 15 here on the Iga Swiatek serve. Backhand return is loopy. Going to land out, so 15 all. Swiatek here serving 30-15. Everyone, come and join the Discord that Terry is talking about here. The Talking Tennis Discord. I think this is the link. Iga Swiatek holds, though, for 3 all. Gibson fighting back against Montgomery over in Birmingham on the grass. For those of you interested. Swiatek was a breakdown, remember, in this second set. Order of plays out for tomorrow, starting with Madison Keys against Coco Gauff. Night session match with Zverev against Djokovic. Sabalenka lies in wait for the winner of this particular encounter between Swiatek and Svitolina. Love 15 here on the Svitolina serve. But she does win the next point, does the Ukrainian. So it's 15 all. After Iga netted on the forehand side. She'll be disappointed with that, will be Iga. Backhand to backhand now in this rally at 15 all. Forehand now to forehand. Good shape there from Iga, as you would expect on the forehand. However, it's Svitolina maybe just picking up the pace. Can she put this ball away? That's not a good enough drop shot, though, from her. And Iga punishes it. It was possibly the right play, but just very poorly executed. 15-30. There's the Discord link. Join Terry and I don't know how many others are on Discord at the moment. I think we've got 14 members. Look. Okay, 30 all here on the Svitolina serve. Okay, forehand here from Svitolina. Iga, though, feels like Iga's up in the rally. That's an excellent backhand, though, there from Svitolina. Can she put that backhand away? She can. 40-30 to the relief of her and her team. Brenner saying he's loving the bucket hat. Thanks, Brenner. 40-30. Game point here, Elina Svitolina. 10-3 local time. Can she get this over the line to get to 4-3 and at least make Iga keep working? Forehand from Iga Swiatek is going to go wide. There's a little trot and a spring in the step of Elina Svitolina at last after the body blow of losing that break, but she has at least held there for 4-3. Do let us know your thoughts on this particular encounter in the live chat, or maybe you want to spread some love for Aryna Sabalenka, who is into her, I think, 9th Grand Slam semi-final out of the last 10 Grand Slams she's competed in. And the only one that she didn't make was last year's French Open. And we all remember what happened when she was ill in that match against Mira Andreeva, which was close anyway. And that's sort of one that got away. I remember speaking to a member of her team last year about that, Gavin. We'll have Madison Keys, Coco Gauff for sure on the channel tomorrow. We might even have all of those matches. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Svitolina up 4-3 on serve here in this women's quarterfinal, the second one of the day. Aryna Sabalenka winning the first one in straight sets over Qinwen Zheng. She lies in wait for the winner of this particular encounter. Oh, wow, it's pretty windy out there with the clay flying into the eyes of Iga Swiatek. She's seeking her 5th French Open crown. Will she get a footprint on this court if she gets to double figures? Maybe. Wow, what a forehand there from Iga. 15 love. Forehand to forehand right now at 15 love here on the Iga Swiatek serve. That's a really good backhand winner there from Iga Swiatek. 30 love. We'll have both women's quarterfinals for you tomorrow. .30 love becomes 40 love now. 3 game points to make it 4 games all. Backhand from Iga into the forehand of Svitolina. That's a really big and good forehand winner from Elina Svitolina. 2.0. Much more aggressive version of Svitolina, that's for sure, compared to the pre-pregnancy version, which was a little bit more cautious. First serve is long, is it from Iga? Yes, so 40-15 still. Backhand return here from Svitolina. Now on the forehand. That's another good forehand winner from Elina. 40-30. Now it's on the forehand of Iga. Good shape there. Svitolina, can she defend? She can. On the stretch. And she goes big on the backhand. And Iga holds for 4 games all. Four, Svitolina to serve. Into the forehand of Iga Swiatek. It's going to be another first serve, though, because that was a let. Here we are into the rally. Forehand from... is that going to be a winner volley? I think it is. That's a lovely volley from Svitolina. Lovely touch at the net. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe you can. Svitolina here for serving at 15 love. Into the rally. On the forehand now for Svitolina. Thought she might go really big there. She did go bigger on that forehand. Really good defense, though, from Iga. Svitolina in the net. Is she going to put this smash away? Yes, she is. A little bit off balance, but she did it. 30 love, Svitolina. $30 love becomes $40 love after Iga nets on the forehand. And it's 5-4. Svitolina holds. Svitolina's held for 5-4. And Montgomery and Gibson are into a third set in Birmingham. (4-5). Iga, when they return after this change of ends, she'll be serving to stay in the second set. Remember, Svitolina was up a break, but she wasn't able to consolidate. Okay. Forehand quality in the last 4 games. Svitolina, 9.6 compared to 8.8 on the forehand quality of Iga Swiatek. Wow. (15) love here on the Iga Swiatek serve. She's serving to stay in this second set. There's a chance there for Elina on the forehand side, and she went just long, much to her chagrin. Second serve here for Svitolina to look at. That backhand's going to go long and wide. 30 love. .30 love here. It becomes 30-15. So technically, Svitolina is 1 point closer to winning this set. 3 points away, but she is 30-15 down on the scoreboard. Okay, 30-15. (30-15) becomes 40-15. So Iga Swiatek has 2 game points. But 40-30 gets one of those game points saved, does Svitolina. And we're at juice. We're at juice. Is this a sniff? Is this a sniff of an opportunity for Svitolina? No, game point now for Swiatek once again to get it to 5-all. And she does get over the line to 5-all. From 40-15 back to juice, there was an element of danger, but she's held on 5-all. Svitolina here serving at 5-all, but she is love 15, so a little bit of pressure. That'll be really cranked up if it goes to love 30. Forehand return into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand to forehand right now. Iga's gone long, has she? Or did Svitolina go long? No, just land on the line, I think, from Svitolina. 15-all. But Svitolina's erred there, 15-30. Gibson is up an early break on Montgomery in Birmingham. Alex Ayala versus Linda Fruhvirtova is lying in wait. Will be up next on court number 2 in Birmingham. $30-all here, Svitolina Swiatek. Tense moments as we get towards the end of this set. Can she get the first serve in? Yes, she can, but Eve's got... She's going to put this away, is she? Not quite. Not yet. That's going to land in. A smash for Iga, 30-40. Break point, ladies and gentlemen. Break point. And she's broken, ladies and gentlemen. Iga Swiatek is going to serve for the match. Iga Swiatek is going to serve for a place in the French Open semi-final. She's 6-5 up. She was a breakdown at 3-1. That was the moment. That was the moment, ladies and gentlemen. But Svitolina was unable to consolidate her break. And that was that. So, Iga Swiatek to serve for the match. 6-1, 6-5, she leads. Okay, Swiatek here. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Forehand, Iga Swiatek. Forehand, Svitolina patted back across, but Iga's on the attack. Backhand down the line from Iga is going to be too good. 15 love. 15 love, Iga Swiatek. Okay, Swiatek, where are you going with this serve? You're going to go out wide. It's going to be an ace. Wrong footing, Svitolina. 30 love. Iga very close to the finish line right now. Very close to the finish line. 2 points away, to be precise. Backhand return. Forehand Iga Swiatek into the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand Iga Swiatek. Just low net clearance there. Now it's Swiatek on the forehand. Forehand from Svitolina. Backhand from Swiatek. Now on the forehand of Svitolina. Good depth there from both players. And is that going to go long from Iga on the backhand side? It is. 30-15. Okay, 30-15 here. Iga Swiatek leads. Is that going to be another ace? It is. 2 aces in this particular game. Two match points here. Iga Swiatek. 40-15, she leads. Where's she going with this serve? She's going to go out wide. It's an ace! A third ace of this game. She beats Elina Svitolina 6-1, 7-5. She is through to the French Open semi-finals yet again. She's seeking her 5th French Open title. She's the defending champion, of course, from last year, having beaten Jasmine Paolini in the final then. She's in the semi-finals again, but she's got a tall order, though. She's going to play Arina Sabalenka. First time they've played at a Grand Slam at this level in terms of it being the semi-final since the US Open of 2022. That was a 3-set classic. Will we get the same again in a couple of days from now? We'll see. But for now, Elina Svitolina says goodbye again at the quarterfinal stage. I think it's 5 times now she's reached the quarterfinals. It could be 6. Do let me know in the comment section below whether I'm right or wrong on that. Yeah, so Swiatek is through to the next round. 6-1, 7-5. Just confirm that with the score with you there. Snehel says he's scared of Sabalenka in terms of him being an Iga fan. Well, that's for a couple of days from now. But first of all, let's think about this match. How did it pan out? We had Swiatek taking that first set 6-1. I felt the scoreline didn't really reflect just how close it was. Svitolina had a break point in the first game of the match. She didn't take it. She had chances as well. There was an epic 12-minute service hold for Swiatek as well midway through that first set. Svitolina had more breakpoint opportunities there. Didn't take them. There was one on a second serve where she really should have smashed. Well, she did smash it, but she smashed it too long. Iga ends up seeing out that first set 6-1. The second set was a much closer affair on the scoreboard, at least. And Svitolina was up a break, but she wasn't able to consolidate. And that was probably the key moment when she doesn't consolidate. Let's listen to Iga Swiatek right now as she talks and reflects on that win over Elina Svitolina. We'll listen to her words in a moment. Victory belongs to the most tenacious. You know Elina very well, is the question now being put to her. She increased her level in that second set, possibly. I think she was a good level. I think Elina brought the right tactics today.
The beginning of the second set because Elina is kind of player that plays better, under pressure. So when she loses, she kind of steps up always. So I needed to be ready for that, and I'm happy that immediately after I saw that my intensity went low, I just got it high again, and I wanted to be proactive and really in the game. And I'm happy that I did that at the end of the set.
So there we go. Listen, those are the words from Iga Swiatek there. She's going to get another question as well. We'll listen to her response in a moment. Yeah, 3 aces in that last game to see it out. She said her serve was weird today, a bit because of the wind. Yeah. Yeah. So, Iga Swiatek is through. She will face Arina Sabalenka in the first what will probably be the first semi-final on Thursday. Yeah, nice to be through. Thanks for joining us today. We will just have a quick look at the stats from this particular encounter. And Yeah, it's going to be Musetti Tiafoe next up on Philippe Chatrier. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the stats from this encounter and just also have a quick look to see where it was won and lost. Result, of course, 6-1, 7-5. And 3 aces from Iga, and they all came in that final game. 0 from Svitolina. 4 double faults from the racket of Iga. As I say, she wasn't, impregnable on her serve today. She was only broken once in the entire match, but she had to fend off a few break points as well. Svitolina just wasn't ruthless enough on some of those, especially one in the first set when she had a really good chance on a return of serve. First serve percentage in for Iga. 58%, not bad. First serve percentage win, 74 is pretty good, especially on clay. But Elina Svitolina winning just 38% of her second service points. That'll be disappointing for the Ukrainian and certainly helps explain some of the reason why she wasn't able to win this particular encounter. I think, as I said before, I think she brought the right tactics, but ultimately it wasn't enough. Iga converting 4 of her 8 breakpoint opportunities, so a 50% conversion rate. Svitolina getting 25% conversion rate. So again, that's another important stat to bear in mind when we look at the result of this match. And overall points, Iga 72-59. Just the better player on the day and will be more often than not on Philippe Chatrier against Elina Svitolina. Anyway, big thanks for joining me today for this particular encounter. And look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.